Hello people there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the 1.97 dev server. The dev server has opened this evening. In this video we're going to be looking at all the Swedish ground units. There's quite a few of them, so it's going to be pretty rapid through them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to really go and taking them out and tele-test drives or anything like that. Probably in maybe some other videos, have a bit more in-depth in some of the other vehicles, such as the English Electric Lightning and the Draken, which is now confirmed for this patch. But without further ado, we're going to be starting from the bottom all the way to the top. And you can see here as well that I haven't even got the image yet for the different tanks. So we're just literally going to start from each one, looking at how they perform. So these are going to be the reserve ones. 59, yeah, it's not too bad. 37mm, it's going to be a typical reserve vehicle. That one's pretty much the same. Let's have a look at these ones. Now these ones look pretty fancy. This looks like the SAV, but I'm presuming it's not going to be a autoloader one. Not too bad of a penning shell. Actually, I need to open this just so I can see what's going on. Oh, it's got minus 20 gun depression. That's very nice. Not too bad of a reload. Like, a little bit lengthy, but not too bad at all. Sorry as well if I miss any of these vehicles, because I'm going to be going through them quite rapidly. This has minus 15 gun depression. It's quite nice. So yes, it looks like they've got a armor-piercing capped shell. Just the one I was just looking at. Oh no, oh this is a flak. Oh my god, that thing is derpy. 20mm though. Is this going to be like the German ones? Yeah, 42mm. Could be a little bit better. It's no flak panzer. That's for sure. Now this thing looks really interesting. I saw this on the dev stream earlier. It's like a recaller's gun. I don't know what the heck is going on there. This is 150mm. Pure HE. That's actually really good for a 1.7 vehicle. Pretty lengthy reload though, 20 seconds. It's nice that the Swedes are definitely getting some derp guns, which are definitely nice to see. This one was on the had a dev blog as well. So this one has, yeah, it's reasonable pen, 68mm. A little bit on the low side. Little bit on the low side. The armor on these ones, I'm presuming, is not going to be great. 50mm, that's not too bad actually. Moving on to the tier 2 ones now. So these ones are got great gun depression. So this looks like the 38T. I think. Yeah. Oh, it's got a discard and saber. That's a nice penning shell. 4.4 second reload as well. That's pretty nice. Very high penning shell for 2.3. I know it's a discard and saber, but still. Oh, I think we have the dev blog on this one. So this one's a 37mm again. Yeah, they've got a little bit low penning shells in their normal AP, but it seems like the discard and saber is going to have a very high penning. And look at the muzzle velocity as well, 1,000 meters a second. My god. That is ridiculous for sorry, excuse me, for a 2.7 vehicle. So this is going to be a AntiAir. Wow, this looks fun. It's a 40mm Bofors. 79mm, 79. Wow, that's actually pretty good penning. That's going to be quite fun and derpy to play. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, this is a upgunned version of one. This is a 105mm gun. 67, and it has a heat shell with 240. That's pretty nice. I know some people are going to be complaining that they're going to have these heat shells, but heat for the most part, it works okay. It works okay. And you're going to pen with 240mm pen. No problem. We saw this one as well with the dev blog. Nice 75mm. Looks like it's going to have quite a nice penning shell, I reckon. Yep, 158mm a pen. That's very high for 3.3. 13-second reload though. Very long. And the gun depression is fantastic on these vehicles still. Minus 14. Maybe this is going to be a bit of a trend with the Swedish tanks. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so this is a continuation of the other one with an optigun cannon with 75mm this time. And I think in this one's going to have 85mm pen. Little bit low. Little bit low for 3.0, and the armor isn't exactly fantastic, but it still has that amazing gun depression look. By the way, obviously these are all work in progress. Everything with the stats here are subject to change. Everything is up in arms and where it's going to hit it in terms of battery rating, with the pen of the cannons, etc. This as well has amazing gun depression. Wow, I can't wait to sit on some bridge lines with these. This as well has the heat shell. I think this is the same one as the other one. Oh my god, it's got a heat FS. Oh my god, at 5.7. 400mm of penetration. Wow. Ooh, what's the muzzle velocity? Oh, it's only 530 meters a second. Okay. Well, that's a very interesting shell. Some of these vehicles are going to be very unique, and I'm definitely looking forward to them. Which one was it? It was that one, wasn't it? Okay, so this one that looks very similar to those earlier ones. We have another 75mm, still with the same armor. And that has the 158mm gun, which was on the armorless. Was it this one? I think, with the 75mm on. This is obviously going to be another AntiAir. This has a 40mm Bofors on. A little bit more protection-wise. It's still not got any armor though. And I'm guessing this is going to have the same penetration. Yep, 79mm of pen. It's going to be fun to use those 40mm Bofors that make such an awesome sound, especially like the ones on the M247 Sergeant York. So hopefully they have the same sound as that does. Moving on to this one, there's obviously another tank destroyer. God, these are pretty awesome and very unique looking vehicles. I'm so glad with this that we're getting a new tech tree. 158mm of penetration. Yeah, it's the same cannons again. There's 75mm. That's pretty high penning for 5.0. Bit of a lengthy reload though. It's definitely quite a long reloading. 75mm cannon. Okay, moving on to the next one. And I saw this on the dev server, and this one just looks so bizarre, but also so awesome. This is like, I think it fires rockets off. Yeah, 330mm of penetration, 2.6 second reload, but they're kind of like, they fire like rockets. Not like a normal heat shell from what I saw. Kind of very unique with how they're working. We'll have a look at the x-ray quick. There's kind of like very rapid firing. I think they get kind of like auto-loaded into the tube. So they're quite quick. It's going to be played very similar to the pizza, the cars, you know, the 6.7 ones, the Italian halves. And this thing is so derpy and fun. This is going to be so much fun to play. Quite a nice engine power in it. Very light, 5.7 tons. This is going to be quite a derpy little fun vehicle. Very similar to the lunch boxes, which the Italians have. Did we just look at this one? I think we just look at this one. Now, this one to me looks like it's going to be a Centurion, as it is. Oh, okay. It doesn't have the turret armor values at the moment. According to the stat card. Yeah, this is just going to be a typical Centurion. Penning shell, does it have? Yeah, it's got the same 8.4 centimeter that the normal Centurion has. At 6.7. Quite a nice tank. Good reliable Centurion. Good stabilizer. Going to be quite interesting. This one's 4.7. This is going to be another AntiAir. I'm presuming this is probably going to be another 40mm. Yep. Still the same fire rate. Oh, it's got a higher penning shells though. That's quite nice for 4.7. Very nice penning shells with that reload. I do love 40mm. They're so good fun. This is shaping up to be a very fun tech trick. I've kind of similar to like the Italians do. Oh my god, what is this? 7.7 battery rating, and this looks like kind of like a tow missile. 430mm. That's pretty good for 7.7. A little bit of a low, slow fire rate. Semi-automatic as well, so these are going to be mouse aimed. That's pretty nice. Obviously, it's on a chassis which has absolutely no armor at all, but you're going to be able to hide the hull of the tank here and just poke the top out, which is quite nice. No real gun depression though, but that isn't really going to matter that much. These are some really fun, interesting vehicles. I am looking forward to this. STRV 103. So this is obviously a cheese wedge. Looks pretty much like the prototype one, the premium one. This one has the machine gun on. Has the same fire rate. Obviously, it has the same mechanics. I'm presuming as well it's going to have the same discard and sabot. It does have the same discard and sabot. So this is basically just going to be the tech tree version of the premium one, which we already have, which is pretty fantastic, to be honest. If you've seen my video on that, it has been up-tiered though. These are now 7.7, but it performs fine at that battery rating, and it kind of needed to be that to begin with anyway. Okay, moving on to the tier 6s now. There's quite a big jump here with the battery ratings to 8.7, 9.3. We'll start off with this one. I think this is like the 40mm one. Yes, it is. So this thing, it looks pretty cool. There's quite a few different versions of this tank in the tech tree. This one's armed with a 40mm Bofors. It looks such a beefy looking cannon. They showed this on the dev stream earlier, and this has the Discard and Sabot shell with 143 mils of penetration. Not sure how it's going to work with a 9.3 battery rating. It's pretty high. That one has a much better pen cell. This is going to be quite similar to, like, say, how the automatic works, but it's going to be just fully automatic, and I think it has like an 8-round clip from what I saw on the dev server. Yeah, it looks like it's got a 8-round clip. And let's see. No, it doesn't show how many are in the magazine with it, but I think it's 8 rounds and then you have to reload it. But still, that's pretty fantastic. Going to be quite a nice side sniper on this. Definitely going to be quite fun little scout tank. This is obviously another SDRV 103. This one has the higher battery rating, 8.7, and this one has the wedges, the fences on it. These ones are designed to stop heat FS shells, obviously coming in, hitting this, and then just dispersing all the energy without actually hitting the vehicle. And it's also got side skirts on, which provide a little bit of extra protection. Oh, this actually got a bulldozer on. Pretty sure this is the Bulldozer. Not sure how this is going to work at an 8.7 battery rating, because the SDRV is one of those vehicles where against conventional rounds and heat FS, they're absolutely fantastic, but everything at 8.7 is firing APFS DS darts, which are going to be quite deadly. Oh, okay, so this one has this armor piercing, fin stabilized discard and sabot with that 4-second reload. 337 mils of pen, not the best at 8.7, but with that reload, it's going to play exactly like the other one at 7.7, and this is going to be pretty fantastic. You're probably going to get penned a lot bit easier than the one which is 7.7, but that reload is going to be devastating if you don't get looked at. This has MVDs on as well. No thermals though with this. That is going to be quite fun to play. I do like the SDRV 103. Right, so this is another of these 90Cs. This is going to obviously be the AntiAir one. Wow, this is pretty interesting looking. I'm presuming this is going to be the radar. So this has the 40mm on. It's the same one as the other one, but I think this is obviously meant for the AntiAir. Wow, even this one has the armor piercing fin stabilized on. Oh my god, these are going to be really fun to play. Just stupid, flanking around, derping the shots off, and there's obviously got the variable time fuse shell, which is kind of weird that you actually have to unlock the fused shell, even considering it's anti-air. This has thermals on, which is quite nice. Smoke and everything like that. Wonder how this is going to be. That's pretty fantastic. 9.0 battery rating though, definitely higher than say the other anti-airs, which normally start at 8.0 when it comes to just guns, but I guess this has the APFS DS, which is the reason why it's at 9.0. Right, the other 9.0 after this battery rating, and now this one looks just like another tow missile launcher. Just a little bit more beefy and fatter. What the fuck is this? It looks like a Bulldog or something from the front. Very odd design. I'm guessing this is going to have better penning with the missiles. Same speed with them, but 630 millimeters of pen, and this one has a slightly better projectile mass, and it has a better top speed by 29 meters a second, and it has better explosive mass as well. So this is obviously going to be a better missile. Same penetration, but better post pen. Same in terms of the vertical gun guidance and the same reload rate. Probably not going to be the best vehicle, but on like large open maps, it's going to be quite nice. Okay, so moving on to the highest tier ones now. This is going to be the Leopard 2A4. Yeah, this is going to be the Swedish Leopard 2A4. Looks like, oh, that can't be right. I do not believe those stats, Gaijin. That cannot be right. So look at the X-ray. Yeah, this is just a typical Leopard 2A4. Doesn't look like we're getting the Leopard 2A5 for Sweden in this patch. Or I think it's a Leopard 2A6. They actually have, yeah, same pending shells as on the normal Leopard 2A4. Going to be quite good. It'll mean that later patches will get the Leopard 2A6s for Sweden. But I'm fine with that. Wouldn't be the best to just add all the things into the tech tree all in one go. Which is quite nice to see. This one's the 9.7 on. This is one I started off with the video with. So this one is a 120mm. Not sure what cannon this is. This looks very futuristic. Look at the side of this. It looks like something out of Command and Conquer that. This is pretty kind of derpy. Does it have any additional armor? Nope, it does not. So this is going to be fairly similar to maybe how the McCurva plays. Just a higher battle rating. Quite nice that the engines at the front be able to absorb some hits. What's the armor actually like? That's actually quite well sloped. Yeah, it's not gonna stop much though. This is gonna get penned quite easily, but maybe it'll be how the McCurva is with that the engine will absorb the damage. Let's have a quick look at the penning shells it has. 410, quite a nice stock shell. At least it's not a Heat FS. That's a typical 480 and 481. So I think this is the same one as say the Leopard 2A5 gets. Maybe it is like an L44. Oh no, it's the L50. That's why. Yeah, it's the L50 cannon. So this is the uprated one with the higher penning. Shallow nut. Quite nice. Definitely a cool looking vehicle. Quite light and low in terms of mass with that engine horsepower. I think this will be quite nippy over the battlefield. Not the best in terms of gun depression though. Only -7. So that might be a little bit of a problem compared to some of the other top tiers which have a little bit better vertical guidance. And lastly, we have this. Oh, I've also missed out this premium one. We'll come back to that in just a second. This is obviously the top tier in terms of this tow missile launcher or whatever these are. RBS 70s. Ooh, okay. Service to air missile. Alright, so this is a kind of like an anti-air. What is the range on these? Doesn't say. I'm not sure what the range of these are going to be. So this is going to be very slow firing, but at least it has multi-purpose. You can take on ground and air targets. But the problem is, kind of unlike the ADATs and the Tunguska, you can only be able to fire one missile off without having to reload. Unlike the ADATs, where you can just spam the missiles off along with the guns and everything. So this probably isn't going to be the best anti-air. And it does have that same missile, which the other one at 9.0 does. So not really sure about this. Probably not the best in terms of top tier anti-air capability, but it's a derpy looking vehicle. The same as well. It looks like a Bulldog or something from the front. Really interesting looking vehicle from the front. It looks like it has a radar actually on it as well. Maybe there might be a kind of like similar to how the Mistrals work, that you lock onto the target and you can just fire them off. That would be quite nice to see, rather than having to manually guide them. That'd be something a little bit different. Okay, so this is the premium one. Looks like it's coming with this patch. Looks like it's going to be a pack rather than having to buy with Golden Eagles. This one is the same as these two here, but this has the 105mm on. Cool looking vehicle again, of such a futuristic looking tank. Same vertical guidance, -7, 9.7 second reload. I'm guessing that this is going to be, yeah, the 105mm with 337mm of penetration with a DM23 shell. Does have thermals on, pretty nice. 9.0 battle rating. It's a little bit less powered compared to the other one, which was 9.7, but it only weighs 20 tons. So this is still going to be fairly rapid over the battlefield. This is shaping up to be a fantastic patch so far. Some very interesting vehicles that we're getting in this patch. Oh, what's this? We're getting another little one as well. Okay, so this is going to be a low tier just to get yourself into the closed beta test if you do want to get into it. When the patch does drop, I'm going to be doing a live stream with a giveaway of probably the SAV 2012 48 to give you guys a chance to get into the closed beta test, because I know some of you guys can't get into it, can't afford to get into it. So we'll be doing a stream with a giveaway of it when the patch hits, which will probably in the next week or two, I think. It'll probably be like in a week or two, I think, when it'll finally get released. But this concludes just looking a little bit of a look at all the Swedish tanks which are coming with this patch. I'm going to be doing videos on everything else which is coming in this patch as well. Hopefully we'll be able to get a few test flights out with the English Structured Lightning and the Draken, so that will probably come out later today or tomorrow, so please check out for that as well. But until then, please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one sometime soon. Bye!